Hey there folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to have a look at Tissot, namely the Tissot V8 swissmatic, which you have seen in the B-roll at the beginning if you've been paying attention and not gone past it. Yeah, here we go. Some of the best packaging and bang for your buck in the whole watch collecting game, really. These Tissot boxes really are quite cool, and you even get a couple of books with them. You get their catalogue, and you also get a book, The Story of a Watch Company, tell you all about Tissot. That's not going to go back in there now, is it? There we go, that's better. And but anyway, what you want to see is in here. So we'll open the box. It's not really an unboxing because I've been wearing this and you've probably seen it on Instagram if you follow me there. But still, here we go. So you get your warranty card, 2-year international warranty, stamped, which is good, and even got the right numbers put in there, so that's always nice to see. The reference number of this piece is that one there. I'm not going to read it all out. You can pause the video if you want to see that, and you can see the recommended retail price of 405 GBP. That is not what I paid for this watch. I managed to pick this up from Watch Shop in one of their sales, and it actually came at £234. And even better, I didn't pay for it. My wife bought it for me, so shout out to my wife Nikita, thank you very much. So yes, here we go. Over here we've got these little cubby holes. That's where warranty card will go in that one, and your instruction manual in that one. You got this small cushion which lifts off of these little things here, and then we get the watch out. Oh, I should also mention that up in the lid you also get a little watch pouch. Pretty cool. So yeah, some nice packaging there from Tissot. So here we go. Let's get to the watch. As always, we will begin with some dimensions. Quite a big one, this. We've got between the 8 o'clock and the 2 o'clock, we have 42.5mm, including the crown. It's 45.5, and we have a lug to lug of 50mm, but we do have male end links, so that that 50mm lug width is the inside measurement. It'll actually go out further than that. You can see there the signed crown, which is not screwed down. We've got a thickness of 13mm. We've got a lug to lug of 22mm, and the bracelet does taper down to 20 at the clasp. All 316L stainless steel, mostly brushed. We've got a small faceted or kind of angled piece here, which is high polished, which follows through to the top of the crown guards, and obviously over to the other side of the opposite lug, and the same on the other side. And we've got a little bit of high polish on the edge of that fixed bezel. Let's move in on the dial. We'll have a closer look at that. If you can see that, that's got a bit of a texture to it, and this is a nod to kind of the finish that you get on a car dashboard, because this is actually a kind of a racing inspired watch, being part of their V8 line. The bezel is fixed. This is all brushed stainless steel. You can get this in different colorways. I think they do a blue one, a black one. I think they do one with black and some gold or rose gold as well. And they all look pretty cool. They do catch the light quite nicely. You can see all applied indices, and they do not have any lume in them. We have Tissot 1853 at the 12 o'clock and Swissmatic at the 6 o'clock with Swiss made. Date complication at the 3 o'clock, which is framed in silver, which actually looks quite nice, especially with the white background on this particular model, because it's got the white dial, so that works quite well. And as you can see, the second hand there is sweeping away, so we are indeed automatic, and we will get to the movement shortly. The crystal on this is a sapphire crystal, but no AR coating. Although, to be fair, legibility, I've not really had much of an issue with the legibility of it. The handset, semi-skeletonized. Well, they're kind of covering each other at the moment, so typical that I choose this time to do it. So I will pull the crown out, and as you can see, we do not have hacking. But there we go. So we can see there that the hands are partly skeletonized and then loom filled at the ends. If you turn the time backwards on this, which I wouldn't recommend doing anyway, always go forward. But if you do, you will notice that second hand it does jump, and you can kind of back hack it. And they all do that. It's not a fault, okay? They do all do that, and that's because of the movement that's in there, which we will get to shortly. To hand wind this one, and this actually caught me out, because normally you sit there and you'll wind it kind of 30 odd times or whatever to wind it up. Not with the Swissmatic. You wind the wrong way. You go backwards with it. That's how you hand wind this, and that did actually catch me out. But now I know. Now you know. We've got butterfly double pushers. Nicely done. Clasp there, and your exhibition case back. Just have a quick look at this bracelet, which is all brushed. And push pins, no collars. Just nicely done. Nicely done. You've got this kind of slight curve to the inside of the bracelet links, which actually helps it to conform to the wrist quite nicely. Not a gripe, but just a mention: the edges of these links just feel a little sharp, but they've been fine while I've been wearing it. It hasn't been a problem. But you got the edge of the clasp there, as you can see, Tissot and 1853. And let's have a look at the movement in the back of this. And there we go. This is developed from the System 51 movement that Swatch use, made by ETA or ETA. And as you can see, 19 joules, 21,600 vibrations per hour. And this movement is made entirely by machine and is non-serviceable. And apparently, even though there's a screw at the rotor, apparently the rotor doesn't even come off on this. So I'm guessing that if you have an issue with the movement, or it comes to kind of service time, it starts misbehaving in kind of 10 years or whatever, you would have to have a new movement fitted. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could say it's a downside, but I guess that's also why you can have yourself a really solidly made Swiss watch for 400 British pounds, or kind of 470, 480 US dollars. And you can usually find these for less money. It's always worth shopping around. Like I said, I managed to get this one for well under retail. Kind of the 240 mark. So yeah, it's they are a nice watch, and it's a very weighty watch. This weighs in at 195 grams. So yeah, it's pretty heavy, but it's if you want to see it on the wrist, if you've fast forwarded through the beginning of the video, you better go back to the beginning, because that's where the wrist roll is. Water resistance wise, we have 100 meters of water resistance. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. Of course, with this, I should mention that with this bracelet, because it's a butterfly clasp, you do not get any micro adjust, but Tissot are kind of nice and kind, because they give you a couple of half links. I've not actually adjusted this yet, so it is still kind of quite loose on me, which is one of the reasons I'm not going to do a wrist roll, so I still need to do that. But yeah, loom wise, there is loom, but it's only on the hands. We'll give that a quick UV treatment. There we go. And then we'll drop the lights down. It's not the best in the world, but it's not a dive watch. and it lasts reasonably well. And I do not know what that compound is, but I'm going to guess it's probably BGW9. Yeah, and we all know that yeah, that's pretty good loom anyway. And it's just about the application. The application on the hands on that looks pretty even. You know, there's no flat spots and no dull areas. So yeah, it's pretty good. But I think that these are actually a really good value. You can get yourself onto the kind of Swiss watch ladder, if you want to call it that. You know, properly Swiss made, properly Swiss owned company under the Swatch umbrella. Got good heritage. For pretty much the price of a Seiko. So it's going to give you some options. So there we have it. That is the Tissot V8 Swissmatic. If you like this video, if you could give me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. And please subscribe to the channel. And if you do, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload any more content. So yeah, that is it for now. That's all from the Tissot V8. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Like I said again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers for now.